Welcome back into the channel, guys. We have another manager tactical recreation for you today. It's a banger, and we're turning our attention to the Paris Saint-Germain manager, Luis Enrique, and his fabulous, fantastic 4-3-3. The past few years, they've had some awesome players, the likes of Lionel Messi, Neymar, and not too long ago when Kylian MBAPPE did leave for Real Madrid on a free, every PSG fan out there was in despair. But do not despair anymore. Having the likes of Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Barcola, Ramos, PSG are now a much better team without all them big name players. On the attacking front, they are scoring 2.4 goals per game on average, with the majority of those goals coming from inside the penalty box. The ball retention under Luis Enrique in Liga is absolutely second to none. 62.5% possession on average per game. Short, sharp, crisp passing. You'd expect nothing less than Luis Enrique. He's got a bit of a Barcelona touch on this. 584 passes that are accurate per game. Turning our attention to the defensive side of things now. 4 clean sheets, conceding less than 1 goal per game. And with this high press, high intensity, looking to get the ball back under their spell as soon as possible. You can see there, balls recovered per game, 53.6. So when we haven't got possession, we are going to be closing the opposition down at every single turn, leaving no stone unturned, no time on the ball, looking to get possession back ASAP. So Luis Enrique does set them up in a 4-3-3. You can see Hakimi is slightly more advanced than his counterpart on the left in Mendes, but as a unit they will look to step up the field when in possession, looking to pen the opposition back in, and when they're not in possession you are going to see Barcelona-esque relentless pressure, win that ball back and then keep hold of the ball. We don't want to force it, we are going to move the ball very quickly, short sharp passes, build out from the back. We're going to see the ball get distributed to both our centre backs, but we will then look to feed the ball into centre midfield, but we're not going to be scared to ping it long as Hakimi and Mendes do go forward. We are going to have that switch of play if we need it, but a really strong unit, very good team. And just with the 3 midfielders, we're going to have 1 deep line playmaker centrally. He's going to sit in, bit of a conductor if you will, looking to distribute the ball out to Ruiz, Neves, but also not scared to go a little bit longer and switch the play once again if there's no short ball on. But more often than not, with this setup being so fluid, there are going to be always short passes into feet that are available. So we are going to have a deep line playmaker in there. On the left and right side, we are going to opt for 2 roaming playmakers. They're going to get in between the lines, they're going to drop in the channel, look to get the ball into feet. Now both the attacking midfielders left and right are going to be set as inside forwards, but we're going to have a bit more of a free roam on Dembele, who we know does like to go out wide, can get towards the byline, cut the ball back, or he can even cut inside onto his left foot then. And when he does, you know how dangerous he is. He will look to, take a shot at goal, or if not, you've got Ramos in the box, and more than likely you're going to have Ruiz supporting Neves, or you're going to have Hakimi on the overlap, looking to get the ball in there. In the number 9 role, the tip of the spear, we are opting for a trequartista. We want a striker that is going to press, lead the line very well, but also when the ball isn't at his foot, in this sort of area of the field, he's going to be dropping a little bit deeper in between the lines. So as Ruiz comes forward, Neves pushes on, we want someone there to link up play. Once he's in there now, look at the options we've got up front. We have literally got overloads on the left, the right, and also centrally as well. We are going to cause a lot of problems from this position. I did look at a false 9, but I think with the actual setup of Enrique and how they go about their business individually, I think a trequartista was definitely the way to go. But let's jump over to FM24 now, where we'll go a little bit more in depth into the tactic, into the system, and have a look at some of the individual player roles. Just before we take a look at the tactic and have a look at some of the team stats across the course of the Liga season, you can see how well we've done. We were the Trophies Des Champions, beating Monaco by 2-0. We went on to win the French Cup, beating Marseille by 3-1. And of course, we've got a game to play. We're in the Champions League final versus Man City. And I thought it would be fun to come back and watch that game together and see how the tactic fares live on match day. But in League One, like I said, we was absolutely superb. Champions, 34 played, 28 won. We only lost 2 games over the season, scoring 81 and conceding only 21. Unfortunately, Marseille did get 3 more goals, concede 1 less than us, but we don't care. Ultimately coming out on top with 88 points. On the League One team stats, we wanted to dominate possession, and you have goddamn right we've done it. 61% there, outpointing them by 1%, but we don't care. The main thing for me with this Luis Enrique setup is controlling the ball, and they've done that and then some on top, so really happy to see that. Regarding goals, like I said, we've got 81 over 34 games, not too bad, and Marseille, you know, getting 2.47, we got 2.38, not too bad at all. But what I do want to have a look at now is this. So, passes completed. We wanted to move that ball around very quickly. Very short, sharp, crisp passing. And we completed just shy of 19,000 across the course of the season. With just under 90% pass completion ratio, which is absolutely very close to what they've done in real life. But to have the ball for 61% of the time and having just shy of 90% pass completion ratio, that's going to take, you know, some beating. So we've done really well on that front. Chances created was 175, which is not too bad at all. We've got the highest conversion rate in the league of 18%, and we've got the highest amount of shots on target. Just unfortunately, we couldn't outscore Marseille. Defensively though, we were very good. We conceded 21 goals in 34 matches, so not too shabby at all. And with our relentless pressing, and with us controlling the ball so well, you can see shots against, we only had 213 against us the entire season. Only had 76 on target over the whole campaign. And another impressive stat for us there. Final third passes against per game. There you go. On average, it was 38, and the closest to was Monaco. So when we did have the ball, you know, we've got it. We've got possession. They're not a danger to us. But when we don't have possession, we are shutting down all space, all channels, and we're literally suffocating the opponent to get that ball back. So it was very good offensively, but also very good on the attacking sense as well. So it's been a really successful season. But let's have a look now at the tactic and have a look at how we got to this point. So there is the Luis Enrique 4-3-3, and you can see just how well the team is playing together. Look at all those fancy, lovely green lines. On the tactical style and the team approach, we've opted for positive. We didn't want to go attacking because I think if you do that, you're looking to play the ball a little bit more direct, and I didn't really want to go anywhere near that route. We wanted to keep the ball at our feet. Short, sharp passing, which we have done all season. Now, the attacking width is fairly wide, but I wanted to put on passing to space because we know that PSG will look to switch the ball out to the wide areas if there is no short pass on. So I think that was very important to get on. We are playing the ball out of defence. The passing directness is much shorter, and we're playing at the highest tempo possible. Regarding the creative freedoms, we've got to be more expressive. The sorts of players they've got here, the ability they've got, you want them to express themselves on the field, and they've done that, delivering everything domestically and getting PSG to a Champions League final. In the final third, we are going to work the ball into the box. It's exactly what they do in real life. They don't rush it. They take their time. They'll shift that ball around the edge of the box, not letting their opponents settle for a second, looking and patiently waiting for the openings. In the transition, we are going to look to counter-press when we have lost the ball, which I think is key. Get that ball back under our spout as quickly as possible. If the opposition hasn't got the ball, there's no danger to our goal. But when we have got the ball back, we're going to hold our shape, look to move that ball around quickly with our short, sharp passing, looking to dominate possession. When the goalkeeper's got it, he is going to be in no rush to release that ball, but when he does, he's only going to go short, getting it out to both of our ball-playing centre-backs and looking to build up from the back. Nice and patience. Now, when Luis Enrique's team hasn't got possession of the ball, we are going to have a much higher defensive line, and we've got a high line of engagement for our attackers as well. You know, forcing them back, make sure there's no space and they can't build up patiently, and we're really forcing that long ball where we can get possession back. When we do win the ball back though, the defensive line will be stepping up more, looking to get over that halfway line, really forcing the opposition back further and further towards their goal. The pressing trap is going to be trap outside. Hopefully Kvaratskhelia and Dembele will get back, but you know, they're pretty much attacking players. We can't expect too much, but we have got Hakimi and Mendes down the wing back areas who can do a very, very good job defensively, and we want to look to stop the crosses coming into our box. So we've seen the team tactics. Let's have a look at some of the individual player roles now, starting off with the goalkeeper. Donnarumma, sweeper keeper, support, no nonsense. The balls will come over the top, he will sweep it up. But anyway, on to the left hand side, takes us to Mendes. He is a wing back support. He is going to be getting forward when it's safe to do so, but also not forgetting he has got defensive responsibilities as well. But his counterpart on the right hand side, Hakimi, is going to be a wing back attack. We want him getting further forward. We want him linking up play with Dembele, and we know how good Hakimi is when he is going forward. So we have seen the very, very best out of him this season. You can see all the player stats there, how well they've played as a team. The two centre-halves, whether it's Marquinhos, Hernandez, Paco, it doesn't matter. They are both ball-playing defenders. The only addition to Marquinhos is stay wider. We know Hakimi, as he goes forward, we then want Marquinhos to sort of fill in as a sort of wide centre-back as he goes forward. So we are covering that space, and there's no balls for the opposition to work with, and no space for them to work with down that right-hand side. The three centre midfielders, starting off with Fabian in the centre, is a deep line playmaker defend. He's going to sit in there, really dictate turns from the back, whether it's going to be a short pass or whether it's going to be a bit more of a direct switch out to the wide areas. Fabian definitely can do the position very, very well, but we have opted to pass it shorter, which sort of fits our team ethic and our team mentality, but he's not going to be scared to ping one long if need be. But the two people next to him are both roaming playmakers, left and right side. They've both got dribble less and move into channels. We want to really emphasise the movement of this ball. What moves quicker? Is it you running with the ball or passing the ball? You'll really, really wear the opposition out if you can keep that ball moving as quickly as possible. In the inside forward left position, takes us to the exciting player of Kvaratskhelia. Inside forward attack, we stay wider, look to stretch the play as much as possible. And his counterpart on the right, Ousmane Dembele, inside forward attack, stay wider, but then you can see we have got roam from position. We know how good he is with the ball at his feet, but I think having this roam from position suits exactly what Enrique wants from him. We know he's going to go inside, he's got the option, but he's also got the option to go outside, get towards that byline, cut the ball back. He has and does create plenty of problems for any opposition on their day. The next position is a trequartista on attack. Default instructions, but like we can see there, the instructions that he's doing exactly what Enrique wants him to do. Get the ball into his feet, dribble a little bit more, take more risks, but the big thing is dropping into them channels, roaming for position. He's never static. He's always on the move. He's always mobile, and if you're always on the move, it's always going to cause problems for the opposition. So trequartista, not scared to drop in here, a little bit deeper between the lines, looking for that ball out from midfield, then creating a little bit of space as he drags the centre defenders down here for Kvaratskhelia or Dembele to cut onto the inside. So across the course of the season with this setup, it's been absolutely potent. It's a shame we couldn't go undefeated. We did lose to Strasbourg, which is a little bit disappointing. And then we followed it up with a loss to Leipzig as well away in the Champions League, which is not great. But apart from a small handful of losses, we've made our way to 3 domestic trophies. And of course, the Champions League final. We're going to watch it together live in the flesh. We're going to see how this tactic works in the field and how each individual player goes about their business on the field. The only question is now, can we finish the job? Can we beat Man City? Can Luis Enrique's tactic beat Pep Guardiola's Man City? So the Champions League final is underway. The first few knock-ins is going our way, but we want to see a really, really good performance. Relentless pressing, good play on the ball, good play defensively, which we just haven't seen there. But the early stages, we are the better team. We are having a lot more of the ball. We're having a lot more shots on goal. And we're looking good, but I feel we're going a little bit too quick there to really enjoy it. Ball comes into Neves, finds Dembele, cuts inside, Dembele. And what can we say? Dembele from wide to inside then, absolutely done exactly what we wanted him to do. So look at this replay now. Hakimi into Vitinha. You can see Dembele just drifting inside there. Neves finding the ball through the eye of the needle. Dembele sliding it past the goalkeeper. We know he's going to cut inside. We know he's got the option to go outside, and he's delivered there the opening goal in the Champions League final. And we're looking very, very good at the moment. Donnarumma out to Hernandez. Let's find a pass. We should have one out wide. Mendes finds Kvaratskhelia. Going to have to go back. I love the fact that everyone's just coming for the ball. Kvaratskhelia back into Neves. So look at the diamonds. The diamonds are lovely. The diamonds are beautiful. Back into Neves. Nothing stupid. Mendes finds Ramos, who's dropping deep from that trequartista roll in between the lines. Love to see that. It's a patient approach, and that is terrible from our defender. Giving the ball away. Haaland's running through on goal now. Finds De Bruyne. Luckily enough, he spoons it over the bar, but that's the sort of stuff that can happen when you're playing this tick-attacker stuff. Short, sharp passing, building out from the back. You can create your own problems, which is what we've done there. But so far, we're looking good. Dembele picks the ball up, back to Hakimi. Fabian into Vitinha, centre of the goal, strikes it. And I can't believe that wasn't 2-0. Lovely intricate play. But at the moment, look at the shots and the possession. We're doing very, very well against a very, very good, well, we say very good, a world-class Manchester City team. But I'm enjoying what I'm seeing at the moment. We're approaching half-time. I think we're going to throw a little bit of praise on. Can we just get there? We do. Half-time in the Champions League final. But from the build-up, you can see that, you know, I want to touch on it again, how deep Ramos dropped then to get the ball. Granted, he's not playing very well, but he's doing exactly what we wanted to do. When they're in possession, we are pushing up the field. We're closing down everybody now. Look at that. There's no time on the ball. Forcing the mistake there and getting possession back through Fabian. But so far, we're looking so good. I think we are going to make a change in the final. And we are going to get on Bradley Barcola up top. Offer us something a little bit different. All still to play for. I'm hoping we just get a second goal and not give these away back in. But De Bruyne, don't give him a second on the ball. Finds Foden. Haaland's there. Has got a bit of space. Defenders coming across. We shut Haaland down. Back out to Bernardo. Head of the box. He stones. Haaland's there. Somehow Haaland strikes it. There is going to be a flag. Have we timed our defensive line pushing out well enough to stop this goal? VAR are going to have a look, and it does count, which absolutely sucks. We did put pressure on. Everyone's closing down. I don't know how he scored from there. That is ridiculous. Not too sure. We've had our lion's share of possession. We've had a couple more shots than what they have, but the scores are tied. We're not really seeing a good game out of Kvaratskhelia, which is not good. 15 minutes to play. So far, a very, very tight game. Is someone going to be able to have the cutting edge? Hopefully not. Manchester City. Let's defend this. Ball's coming in. We get it cleared now the first time of asking. Kovacic picking up that loose ball. I think we're going to take off Vitinha, and we are going to get... So who have we got options for now? In the middle of the park now. So we could take out Vitinha for Emery, who's going to give us a little bit of some fresh legs in the middle of the park. The ball's back in Edison. Let's make sure we hold up the pitch. Let's close down straight away. No time on the ball for Stones. He plays it into Bernardo. We're pressing. We win the ball back. Barcola does well. Cuts inside. Can he get a shot off? He does get a shot off. It looks like it's a corner, but he's charged down by Kovacic. But really, really good pressure on the ball there to force the corner. Mendes to deliver. We're going to put this near post. Well, we're meant to. We don't. Fabian's there. It's cleared. Barcola is going to get there first. Ball into Dembele. Just can't quite get it. But the pressure on the ball there was really good to turn that ball over. Kvaratskhelia is having a stinker. We are going to get on Kang In Lee. It's a fancy name. It's over the top. Haaland. Is he onside? Is he offside? I don't know. Strikes it. Good defending. We get back. Hernandez having a stinker. We're out of subs. We're going to have to take him off, I think, if we can reach extra time. The ball comes in. Donnarumma's there to claim the ball. So it's been a cagey affair. Are we going to extra time? There's a late chance. Neves delivers across. It's in. What's that? It's a penalty. It is a penalty in the 96th minute. Is it going to be given? It's given. This is it. This is our chance. It is going to be... Who's stepping up? Is that Neves? Is it Neves? Kang In Lee, the sub, steps up, puts it home, and that's going to be surely the goal that wins the Champions League for PSG. Absolutely superb. We haven't seen as many highlights as I wanted to do, but all I know is we've won everything domestically and we're about to win the Champions League. There is, for some reason, one more opportunity. They better not score. Ball's back with the goalkeeper, Donnarumma, taking his time. And there goes the full-time whistle. We didn't quite get to appreciate how good this tactic is, but you're not always going to see that against probably the best team on the game. Well, second best team on the game. We do end up running out as Champions League winners. 2-1. Absolutely superb. Love to see it. And I think we can just take a moment now to appreciate how good this tactic is. And I think we've really nailed it. The Enrique tactic has brought home every single trophy on there. League 1, tick. French Cup, tick. Trophy des Champions, tick. Champions League, one more big, massive tick. I don't think we could have asked for anything more from this 4-3-3 of Luis Enrique. We've dominated domestically. We've won the Champions League. We couldn't have done anything else this season. We are the best team in Europe. I feel we have nailed this tactic down to a T. Of course, any PSG fans out there or anyone that knows a little bit more about the setup than probably what I do, let me know in the comments, was this pretty much how they play on the tactic screen, on the individual player roles? It looks like we caused problems for every single team we played against. You can't argue, we've won the lot. Before you lovely people head off, make sure to give the video a like. It's the right thing to do and it's free. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and of course, little bell icon, give it a bit of a tick, and you'll be notified as soon as I drop any of my super duper awesome content. You're going to love it, guys. You don't want to miss it. But that brings this video to a lovely fitting end. That was the Luis Enrique 4-3-3 at PSG. It's an absolute perler. Until next time, guys, peace out. Bye from me.